What's up, Copy Squad? It's your boy Kyle Milligan of KyleTheWriter.com, and today we're going to discuss why you should stop value-based selling and what you should do instead. So basically what value-based selling is, they call it value-added selling, one of several sales techniques that relies on building the inherent value of a product or service. By its nature, value-add technique is more flexible and customized selling approach that requires input from defined range of average customers. That's from Wikipedia. But basically the way I view value-added selling, so let me just kind of give you like off the cuff. When I hear value, one of the things that immediately springs to mind is this idea. This is something I'm semi-familiar with from like my past experience in sales on the phone, where I had a list of quote, what people think is like features and benefits, right? So they say, we give this product, which gives you like this benefit. And whenever I'd get on the phones, when I was just kind of getting started out and I didn't really have like a good groove yet for how to sell on phones, what I would do is I'd basically be like, okay, so thanks for calling us. We're the best because A, B, C, D, that's information, all right? And we were told like these are your value points, right? These are the things that build value for our product and you should sell on these. It's not effective. Because in short, what you're doing is you're basically just piling information on top of somebody, and it really just kind of wears them down. It's like, I don't care about most of the stuff you're saying. I get it, you're the best, but you're not speaking to me, the customer. I don't really care about all this value you're throwing. Value is one of those weird words that only marketers and some salesmen use. Like, regular people don't sit around and talk about value. People who want to like make money online talk about value. Basically, the reason that value does not work is because it doesn't necessarily trigger the emotions that drive sales. And my whole platform is that there's four big selling emotions that you need to trigger if you want to make more sales. I'm going to explain how to use those with value in just a second. First, you should know that I've written an entire book about these big four emotions and how to specifically trigger each. That book is called Take Their Money. It's available at KyleTheWriter.com/book. You can check it out at that sales page. So essentially, piling on value is just pummeling someone to death with information. What you should be doing instead is you should be doing emotional style of selling, which is using these emotions: new, easy, safe, or big. So basically, in the world of copywriting, where I work in direct response marketing, we don't sit down and just pummel you with the value of our newsletters. We sell information products, right? Basically subscription services to stock and markets research advice. We can't sit there and be like, oh, buy our newsletter because XYZ, because XYZ, and just do that. It won't sell. Instead, what we have to do is we have to trigger the emotions that give rise to the desire to want a specific thing, right? And we do that with deep research, okay? And the main point of all this, and this is how I kind of discovered the secret language of copywriting, is that we cannot sell based on that value add thing alone. People will kind of just get bored, like, oh, you're just offering stock market advice? That's not very interesting. I don't really care. Instead, what we have to do is do super deep research into our customer psyche and find out what it is that's interesting to them. When we kind of figure out what's important to that person, so here's our customer avatar, my man, Grandpa Kurt. He's about 50 some odd years old. He's got a couple thousand, 100,000 maybe in retirement, but he needs a lot more to retire comfortably. And we know the things that are most important to him. What we can do is we can put a message in front of this guy that's really important to him. Weave in the big four emotions, make him very excited about what is otherwise just dry stock market information. That's kind of what the newsletters sell you. We sell you information about the stock market and talk about stocks that could be potentially very profitable. So when I was on the phones, here's kind of how I discovered how to hack that. As I would ask like a couple very basic questions. I would have to do research on every single person that hit my line. And this is what I would do. I would basically ask, in a nutshell, these questions. What did you love about your last service? Okay. What did you hate about your last service? What would be like the dream thing that you could have in this service? And then let's talk about the technical requirements. Like, what are like the informational pieces? Notice that comes last. Before that, I would try to find like things they loved and hated. And then I would simply repeat those things back to them. So that was my first encounter with research. Instead of doing value add selling, I would do research on my customer in real time while we're talking to each other. And whatever he said that he loved, I'd be like, hey man, here's how we offer that in our product. That thing that you said you hated, well, don't worry about that anymore. We took care of that for you. Those days are gone. And then I would say something like the dream thing that they want, that would either be like, well, you came to the right place. We have exactly that dream thing that you were looking for. Or I would say something like, hey man, we can't give you exactly what you're looking for, but we've come up with another alternative that actually mimics exactly what you're looking for. The last thing we kind of talk about, okay, now that we've got you all set up, okay, now that I've handled the emotional part of that sale, now that we got you all pretty much, we got you exactly what you want, let's talk about how many dollars, how many this, how many that, and it'll be different from business to business. But I never talked about the value of the product per se until I knew exactly what my customer wanted. And I did that with research. And on the phone, I could do that in real time. I just asked them. And then whatever they said, I would tell them that thing. And notice, they're leading the conversation. There's a lot of folks who tell you, basically, I'm controlling the conversation. So controlling what we're talking about. But they feel like they're controlling the conversation because they're talking about themselves. But that's exactly what I want them to do. So controlling the call isn't necessarily like me talking over this person, dominating them, and like just running away with the conversation while they sit there, No, that's not really controlling the call. I just know where the conversation is heading. I know we're going to talk about your favorite things, your least favorite things, what you really want. And now that I say, oh, you know what? You're all golden. You've come to the right place. Now let's get you set up. Let's talk logistics. It's really hard to walk away from that. Basically, no matter what the price or what kind of hoops are left to jump through or how much deposit or application fee might exist after that point, once I've made the emotional sell. That's the point. It's an emotional sell. So coming back full circle, I have this book out. It's called Take Their Money. It's at kylethewriter.com/book. It teaches you how to sell to these very specific emotional triggers. New, easy, safe, and big. Something new and unique, okay? So it doesn't have to be like just launched yesterday. Simply has to bring a fresh idea to the table because new inspires hope. So the question is like, what do you love about your last thing and what did you hate? So the thing that you hated, okay, the thing that a customer hated about their last service or the last time they had a product that was similar, they want something new and different, right? So whenever you know what they hate, you can say, oh, wait, that thing that you hated, it's gone. You've got a new solution here. There's hope. It's uplifting to have this idea of change for the better. So new, you need to trigger that, okay? I teach you how to do that in the book. Easy. People do not want to do work. I got a new sales letter coming out, and on the last day of edits, I controlled F. That means I searched. I controlled find. Control F is to find a word. If you're a Mac user, I'm not sure what the quick key is for you. But I tried to find the word learn, and I deleted it from every instance. The word learn will not appear in my sales letter. Even if I'm saying learn this magic language or learn the secret language of copywriting, deleted, discover, unlock, reveal, pull back the curtain. These are alternatives. Nobody wants to do any work. Nobody wants to, and I've seen other marketers who will say like, they'll be like, I'm not gonna make those big grandiose promises, and I'm gonna say this is gonna take a lot of hard work and it's gonna take a lot of effort. That's cool, man. If you want to leave money on the table, that is your business. One of the most famous copywriters I used to follow, Chris Haddad? I'm not sure. I know I hear it different, but he was also known as Michael Fury, and he said something that stuck with me that I heard a long time ago was sell them what they want and give them what they need. My book will teach you the secret language of copywriting, but my sales letter is going to let you have an opportunity to unlock the secret language of copywriting, because frankly, whenever you're reading something and I start blabbering about how difficult it's going to be for you, you're going to lose interest. That's simply not a smart way to speak to your emotional brain, so I will do the intelligent thing, which is to speak to the ease emotion. New, easy, safe, and big. So the third element is safety, okay? Now, safety is another one that's kind of weird. So new is weird to people because they think it has to be something that just came out. Again, that's not so. It just has to offer like a fresh opportunity, a fresh perspective, a fresh sort of like, this is like a breakthrough thing that you can try that's different from what you did before. Let's say that new is more about being unique than like it just came out yesterday. This is a unique thing, you can only get it here, okay? So, safety. Safety isn't about the guarantee, although a guarantee helps. Safety is about the comfort and credibility and reassurance that the thing that you're buying or the person that you are buying from is credible. It isn't like a total scam or something crazy that's gonna like it's going to rip you off, it's a sham product or anything like that. So safety is about this ability, like all I've got to do is grab this product, okay? That's the ease. I grab this product and I'll get the results I want. What kind of reassurances do I have that this will work? That's where safety comes in. Well, okay, we'll go back to my sales letter. For me, I use my credibility. I use the important names. So you know that I am not a fly-by-night marketer. I'm here for the long run. I have over 100 videos now on YouTube that basically give away free content. So, I mean, I'm not going to disappear. I'm just, you can trust me at this point. You can call me out in my comments if you've got beef with me. I answer questions pretty much daily is how I come up with all this content. So, I mean, cool. You can feel pretty safe that your boy Kyle will be here tomorrow and his face will not be covered in egg, or I won't be shamed because I'm a pretty credible marketer and I'm here for the long term, okay? The last thing is big. So the last thing you want to trigger, bigness. So bigness is basically, this will move the needle for you in a significant way in your life. So new, easy, safe, and big. Now big you can do a couple ways. You can say, get this product and your results will be amazing, they'll be huge. Or you can basically, what's really cool is whenever you establish new, easy, safe, once those things are like established, the big just appears. Like just by the fact that it's new, easy, and safe, all of a sudden automatically it becomes like a big opportunity for you. Like, wow, this thing is unique, it's brand new, I've never seen anything like it. It's also very easy to use, and it's from a credible source. That's a big deal to me. Also, I can establish this, it's a big result. It will significantly change your life and materially move the needle in your business, in your current circumstance, some way like that. And again, all this is to say, you need to stop pummeling your audience with features and benefits, otherwise known as value. All right, you can check out my book. It's called Take Their Money. It'll teach you the secret language of copywriting and how to master the big 4 emotions: new, easy, safe, and big, so you can sell practically anything. All right? Peace out, Copy Squad.